Is that better? That's so much better. There we go. So maybe it was because it was on full screen. I don't know. And yeah, no let's read for the next couple of days. I'm just trying to unwind from certain things, and then I still have classes. So I'm still technically doing my projects that I need to get done. I have a presentation to prepare. So just doing some really quick gameplay of Bleeding Edge. Looks amazing. It's a I call it a hero battler. It's just a 4v4, no holds barred. Either you capture your objectives, or you collect points, which is called point control, I think, or points delivery. I don't know. And your main goal is to try to beat the enemy team in terms of achieving a certain amount of points, which is usually 500 for objective control, and then for points you would be 50, and each kill also counts as a point. So it's very similar to Overwatch in that sense. It's more of a team game, but also in Overwatch, if you have a certain member that's really good at FPS, generally you'll win. If you have a Widowmaker on your team, you will generally own real hard. But if you are not great at the game, you cannot 1v4 or 1v5, 1v6. But it is possible you could be one man and you could defeat like three members of the enemy team. Bleeding Edge, I don't think you can do that as much, because once people lock onto you, you're technically screwed, right? Because there is a lock-on mechanic. If all four enemy members focus on you, you are dead. So what you really need is a balanced comp, a healer, maybe two, one damage dealer that really knows what he's doing, and one tank. The tank's job is to try and push everyone away from whoever's being focused, try to divert attention to themselves. And as you can see, there's currently only 5 damage dealers, 3 supports, 3 tanks. I would have liked if they were all balanced out, so 5-5-5, starting roster 15 characters instead of this measly, 11? My math is horrible, but I think that's 11. So yeah, damage dealers up at the top. Each of them are very, very unique. Cass is one of my favorites. She's more of a chase-down assassin. She's very, very low HP compared to the rest of them. But she is also one of the few that does a lot of damage. And as you can see, I have picked Miko, my favorite support. She generates health by engaging in the fight. She is more of a very aggressive support, so she engages offensively. And also, if you've noticed, once you've clicked a character, there's a thing where you have to kind of like check your life force and stuff like that. I'm actually not sure how well you guys can hear me through all the audio, guys. You guys might not even be able to hear me, which is the sad part of this whole thing. And I don't have time to move. So we're gonna do that. That is the tank. That is El Bastardo. So we want to not do that. We want to engage on the healer here. But we could also go for the capture the points. At this point, A is very, very important. So we're gonna try and go for A. I think I might have gotten that messed up. Yeah, I did. So we're gonna go for A, guys. I think it's a new game, and I think people in general are just not too smart about it. They're just like, we're gonna try and get as many kills as possible, but you know, points are fairly important, and you really want to get that point in. And I've just died because, you know, I have no way of so certain characters do have oh gosh, he is dead, but we gotta protect this team over here. So certain characters do have very, very, oh well, I'm screwed, aren't I? So yep, there's not much I can do. Oh god, my team. So this is what I'm saying. I think people are very new and they're not very savvy about the game, so they don't know what they're exactly supposed to do. And Considering that this is a Xbox game. Everyone's only focused on kills, as you know, Xbox people. That's a joke, by the way. Don't take that too seriously, jeez. Um, yeah, see, so we've gotten 41 points, but because they captured that last point there, they got 55, which is not the ideal experience there. We can lock onto Cass. We want her to die. So we've gotten her. We can try to heal. Oh, God. So I can do this, and we can block that out. But what I can do is also freeze her. And, well, oh, God. So that's my ult right there. I can continue to heal, and, I can fuck right off. Whoa, God, jeez. Alright. I'm gonna freeze. Oh, God. I'm dead. So we have objective B, and we might have objective C! Ooh, mama. I'm gonna heal. So here's the thing, right? So this is what happens. Ah, God damn it. So I can try to capture this. But I need my team, guys. There we go. So yeah, so this is kind of what the game is like. Once you're very I think objectives is really the way you want to win this. But also you don't want to feed the enemy team too many kills. So you kind of have to look at the situation and be like, oh, do I want to capture A? Do I want to capture B? Do I want to C? What's pretty good here? So I think A is being captured. No, apparently not. I don't know what he's doing. He really should have captured A. I don't know what the guy was doing there. Guys, oh my gosh. Yeah, so occasionally you'll find teams like this that are really bad, or teams that are just really good. In my case, it was terrible. I got the short end of the stick. Yeah, and look at how this, and he goes in by himself. That's not what we want. So we've technically lost this. Sorry guys. I really hope that the first stream of this would be decent. Oh, well. See, they know what they're doing. The enemy team, they really know like who's engaging and who's taking what point, and they're really going in for it. I can't say the same for my team. Let's just see what the team comp is right now. We have a tank. I just don't know what our tank is doing. Yeah, she's just sitting there. So all the points are down. If we want, we could go for A, because that's gonna be what A is. So there's our tank. I don't know what she's doing. So this is a very good way to play Cass. This is very smart. She's staying out. Oh, well, she might have been locked onto someone and didn't notice. But she's very smart. She's staying out of the fight for the time. Oh god, I missed that one. And so, oh god, she's dead. Ooh, I'm dead. Okay. So that's a stampede. Ooh, gonna run over to my teammates. Ooh la la. So yeah, that Cass was doing very good, I think. He might be too far from me. Oh gosh. See, so here's the thing. People are engaging on the tanks. You're not supposed to. But I guess since the tank is really low, we might as well just use it. I'm out of tank. Ugh. Okay, there we go. That's good. I need to be inside to heal this person. Oh, God, never mind. There we go. So now we're coming along. Now we're starting to find our groove, right? But we're so far behind. We're like 100 points behind. And objectives are closed. I'm guessing the next two objectives are B and C. They do tell you where they are if you look up on the map. So it's, if you're paying attention, you will find where to go. I don't know what the I made the mistake of going there. Didn't have to. We're going on to C. So B is open, C is open, and this guy was pretty smart. He's just caught out though. He shouldn't be doing this. Oh, I didn't freeze him. Oop, and I'm caught out. So that's just me being caught out. Well, and I'm dead. Oh. That was my bad. I was trying to kill, chase down the Cass. Why did I press collect power-ups? That's not even the right thing. So I think we have C, we don't have B, which is still bad because it doesn't matter if you have a single point. Some games when you capture 1 point each, they kind of go into a stalemate and stop. But in this one, no. So if you want to prevent someone from winning, if they have a big lead over you, there's no point in capturing only 1 point. You really have to capture both. So in this case, I have both points. So we've completely stopped the enemy team from... Oh gosh! Ooh, I didn't notice that no one was there. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh gosh! I have a... Oh god! I have a dodge, but that's not enough. I am dead. Oh, luckily objectives are deactivated, but... Okay, Bastardo, seriously, stop. Fuck me. Oh god. I'm dead. Wow. Jeez. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna have to heal you. It's a 2v3 situation. In this case, right, this is a game where you cannot 1v whatever. It is impossible to 1v3 in this situation. Not even this situation, this entire game is not. You cannot win if you're outnumbered. If you're a 3v3, you have a decent chance. If you're 3v4, you are gonna lose. It does not matter how strong you are. You will lose. Can someone capture B? No, that's not what I wanted. No, not objective C. I want objective A. That's objective B. There we go. My team might be dead, but yeah. So the enemy team is just look at all those points, and yeah, they're gonna win. Because they still have B, right? They still have point B. There's no way. So there is a dodge mechanic. I'm just gonna let them win this one. Guys, there's no point. I don't wanna... I really don't see the point. Ooh, oof. I don't see the point in engaging so much. Because, oh gosh, jeez. And I'm dead. So, they're gonna win. I'm not even gonna try. They've won. 50 points because they have B. It's literally game over. And they're still trying to kill. I just want to get the point, man. Well, I'm not gonna be able to get the point like this. I'm dead. GG. Can't win. Can't win, man. And ding ding. Lose. Defeat. So 440. If I'm gonna be honest, I think I have the highest objective score. That's been the case for a few games now. Highest objective score maybe? Most killing blows. Okay. Interesting. What's our highest objective score? Okay, so this guy's doing some objective score. I am second highest. So as you can see, like some of these guys really don't know what they're doing, I think. which is real sad. Look at this team in comparison. Look at that. This game is not about killing. It's not about who has the highest points. It's about who can help the team get the highest points overall. Kills contribute 1 point, sure, but that's only if you get kills, which is really hard. So you want to try and get objective scores. As you can see earlier, even with 1 point to the enemy team, they were getting like 1 point per second or something like that. That's objectively better than getting a kill. So you want to grab those points as fast as possible and keep them for as long as you can. And the only way to do that is to have perfect teamwork. Yeah. But that's not possible, so I'm just gonna sit here and weep. Overall, the game I think is really fun. I think it does suffer from a small roster though. To start off the game, it's kind of, I mean, like Overwatch had a bigger roster than this, but the cast is very colorful, and each of them do play very, very differently. Yeah, and there's like a couple of characters that are suggested, which are easier. Damon, Nidogger, Nidog. I don't know how the R comes in, so I'm just gonna call him Nidog. And then Nidhogg, I don't know. It's very, very Scandinavian. Is Scandinavian, I think. I don't know. And then you will see some comparisons to certain characters, I think, that will make you laugh. So let's just take a look at certain characters, right? So you'll have Demon. Demon is, if you've played a lot of League of Legends or maybe Dota 2, you'll notice some of his kit is very similar. Maybe his ult especially is kind of like a Ricky / Juggernaut ult, where he kind of surrounds an entire area, and whoever's in that zone he will slash, and he's invulnerable through that entire time. And then you'll have the Gizmo, very classic. Almost every game has this kind of character. In Overwatch it was Tracer. In League of Legends it could be Tristana. So it's characters that are like very sharp, very bright, very mouthy. As in, like, they talk a lot. Gizmo kind of does that. Nidog is kind of unique. I like this character, very, very unique. Maeve is also very unique, has a trapping mechanic, very, very cool. Cass is also pretty dope. I think in terms of ults, Cass as a concept is very unique, but I think in terms of ult, she has two versions. She has a not you. She has a dive bomb, very similar to Doomfist's ult, and then you have Blade Dance, which is very similar to Katarina's ult. I'll get to ults in a second because I have complaints about that. Miko is really cool. I think Miko is very similar to, what's his character called? Dazzle. Her chain heal very similar to Dazzle. Kinetic shield's kind of cool. It's like if you played Apex, Gibraltar ult, Gibraltar shield, or Winston shield, things like that. Stasis, this is really cool. This is like a CC. You get to stun it for a very short amount of time. Life Force is very like Moira's ult, like that big Kamehameha, which is considerably her most powerful skill. Stalker, pretty good, pretty decent, but very, very situational. You would always pick Life Force over Stalker, which is the sad part. Kulav, very cool. I have not played him. Design looks pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know about these. Zero Cool is like a gamer. Supposedly, I think. I haven't read his bio, but I can assume it's a gamer because look at that. Upgrade protection, 1-up firewall. So he's like a computer geek slash nerd slash gamer. Um, he has this ship, so in that sense, he's very 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 similar to Diva. Um, he also what else does he do? I don't know. I think that's just his only connection to Diva to Overwatch. Oh wait, no. He's very similar to Diva in the sense of his design. He's a person who's a gamer who has a robot or mech or a ship and a recharge. Recharge is basically Mercy's healing beam. So he's a mashup of these two concepts, and a lot of people like to play him, and I don't think they know how to play him well. They like to play. I guess they're just picking him because he is a nicely designed character that's relatable and very human-like compared to the rest of these characters here. As you can see, they're all very like cyberpunky. Zero Cool is one of the characters that look more human, more easily to relate to. And I like to play him a damage dealer. He's not a damage dealer. He's right here in support. He's a backline support with a persistent heal beam. What I see people do is they like to trap people in with their wall and then blast them with their arcade gun, which is like you do no damage. Don't do that, guys. Just don't. And then El Bastardo is one of the craziest characters I've ever seen. He is all in, just go in and smack people, just slice them up, and then get your shields just by hitting. The more you engage in battle and the more people you damage, the more shields you'll get. So if you're playing El Bastardo and you're fighting a support or another tank, generally, well, another tank besides Buttercup. Buttercup just does so much damage. But if you fight against an El Bastardo and you're a healer, you're a support, you do no damage. Okay, he's just gonna get those shields out and just keep on hitting you, and it's generally a stalemate if you're fighting between two tanks that have healing capabilities. So if you're two El Bastardos fighting each other, pretty much never gonna finish, never gonna end. If you're Makutu versus El Bastardo, you will probably never end in fighting. Buttercup is cool, great concept. I like her design. She's like Pudge with her hook. She has a kind of it's called yank. So she throws a chain and then pulls someone towards you, pulls you away from your team, and then her entire team can dissect you right there. But her concept is really cool. She turns into like a motorcycle and she can just destroy things, which is awesome. So she is fairly easy to play, I think, and she is very very strong as a tank. If you want to do damage, play Buttercup as a tank. Damage tank, Buttercup. Damage support, not this guy. Miko. Go with Miko. Damage dealing healer. Right here. And you want to play damage? I'd suggest Damon. Great escape. Great damage. Nidog is also quite easy. He also has a slide. Gizmo's great too. Once you get her ult up, she's very very strong. Mini Mac. Rocket, I don't think I've seen anyone use it. Mini Mac just seems so much better. Gives you longer survivability. If your HP was really low and you activate mech, you have a full armor, like a full recharge of your health. That's very very huge. You basically become another tank and you deal damage. But once that mech is destroyed, just keep in mind that your health, whatever health you were at before, you will come out of that mech with that amount of HP. So if you were very low and you know your mech is about to go, like it's about to either expire or get destroyed, get out of there, or make sure your healer is nearby to heal you, because once you get out of that mech, you're dead, right? Cass, I think, is for people who are more cautious, who know when to go in, when to kill. So people who've played assassins in League of Legends or Dota, you could probably play Cass a lot. Cass just has too low HP to engage in an extended fight. Unless the enemy team doesn't focus on you, then you can go in and just wreck, because your rake, She has two styles of damage, which is basically um, a ranged attack called a feather darts right here, and then rake, which is your melee combo. And this is very strong. And once you knock someone out, because normally at the end of a combo you will send the enemy flying. So when you send in an enemy flying, you can take one step forward and then you swoop. And even though the enemy is down, you will actually damage them. So that's a combo that I've been using quite a lot. And then you have hightail. If you find yourself too engaged in a team fight and then they start focusing on you, get out of there. You know, I personally like my favorite picks are Cass, Miko, and Makutu. Makutu, people, I don't think anyone has realized because this doesn't say anything either on here, like his fist fight ability. Anybody that has been watching my video until now, you'll get a treat. Because if you love playing Makutu or you like the design of Makutu, here's the thing with his fist fight. Try it. When you hit someone, hold that mouse button, or if you're playing on Xbox, hold that X button. Is it an X button? I think it's an X button. Hold that X button and watch him slap the frick out of the enemy team. He just goes like, puts his hand forward and he slaps. And then you can release and press and keep continuing. It's basically a combo, but it's a combo where you can hold and then deal even more damage just by holding that button. After you hold the button, release, and then click it again, and he'll switch into the second strike. And when he goes in second strike, hold it, and you will keep doing that slap. It's crazy. And then you can turn again, and then just release and click it again, and you'll do like this super shoryuken uppercut, and then just bring that person up with you. Like if you were to just hold it, I think it's easier if I show it to you. Okay, this is the craziest. I've never seen anyone do it. I might have been the only one who's discovered it. I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of Bleeding Edge games, but I feel like nobody really picks Makutu. I don't know. I love Makutu. Amazing character. And then, you know, gamers just have this thing of just experimenting with things, you know, like, oh, are you able to dodge in this game even before you get instructions or like an example to do so, right? So you really want to try things out. And so I was just trying this out. I was just like, what if I hold onto the button, you know, like what does it do? And this is what it does. So this is what normal looks like. 1, 2, 3, right? But here's the thing though. You hold it. Look at that. Huh? Look at that. Look at that. Yeah? And then you can do this. Shoryuken. And here's a great combo though. Here's the thing. It's a great combo. I mean, of course, in a real situation, people will be moving constantly, so you can't really hold it for that long. But maybe just do like 1, 2, 3. Boom. Look at that. That's amazing. That's crazy, man. That is insane. No one does this. Like, I haven't seen any Makutu do this. Like, come on. This is amazing. Knock him back. Charge him into a wall. Oh, well, that didn't work. But, you know what I mean. Boom. Boom. Look at that. It's combo central, man. It's crazy. Boom. 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 And then continue. Look at that. Ooh. If they don't do a get up or like try to escape from you, it's infinite combo, bro. It's crazy. Well, anyway, I think it's about time I stop. I just wanted to end it on that crazy combo that I don't think anybody knows, but there you go, guys. Enjoy. Bleeding Edge, after playing Bleeding Edge for a little bit, I do quite enjoy it. I really like the characters, how colorful this game is. My only issue is that there's not a lot of characters, which I think if the game gets more hype or more attention, the game devs, maybe Ninja Theory, might decide to add more characters. But I feel like the likelihood of that happening and the lifespan of this game might be very short. It might be a very niche audience. But hopefully, there's just been not a lot of advertising for this game, but I do hope it takes off. It's crazy, man. The Makutu like Easter egg was just nuts. It's like, oh, it's like sumo. It's like, oh my god, what's his name? Ganryu? Maybe I might have that wrong, but the guy from Street Fighter, I think. That's so cool. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Um, apparently there are no viewers on Twitch, so hopefully this gets more views on YouTube. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon. And I'll probably get to Let's Read sooner rather than later. Thank you guys. Bye.